The art of Bodyspeak is one of the main arms, we could say, of voice magic. And it combines three elements: deep listening, intuition, and sound vocalization, to create a two-way street of communication between the more unconscious, unknown realms that our body is steeped in, and the conscious, linguistically accessible layers of our mind. So really, Bodyspeak is giving the body a voice. Now, our body already communicates about 80% body to brain. It sends signals through the organs and electric impulses via the vagus nerve and the whole nervous system up into the brain, which then processes all of that information and comes back with about 20% of commands, programs, codes for the body. Isn't that quite fascinating? We tend to think of it the other way around. So here we're wanting to give voice to some of those places that are rather mysterious in our body. And the way we do that is that we tune into not just the physiological elements, which we can do, but we try to tune into the merging of the energetic and subtle realms, the different layers of bodies of our body, and the physiology. That is what allows a translation into symbols, imagery, of course, sounds and vocalizations, and also potentially words. I hope all of this has made you a little curious about Bodyspeak, because our exercise for today is focused on something called gibberish. You may have heard this before. Gibberish is a collection of nonsensical sounds, little pieces of language. Often you'll hear babies, when they're learning to talk, speak in what we call gibberish. And we're not going to dive into full-on gibberish, because that can be a little bit much if we haven't done this kind of exploration before. It's an ocean of possibility, which is a little overwhelming. But I'm going to work with something that I like to call structured gibberish. So we're only going to be using consonant clusters. And that's a way to have a little bit of a structure that allows us to start to interact with our body beyond just conceptuality, beyond trying to impose a layer of analysis or critical thinking on a part of ourselves that doesn't respond to logic, really. It has its own innate wisdom. We are wild animals as bodies. So, structured gibberish. Two possibilities, two consonant clusters, and one system that we will be working with, which is the bones. You can, of course, work with a specific part of the body, but since this is a general video and you're not with me one-on-one, we're gonna keep this a little bit more open so that there's more possibilities for anyone who is watching. First consonant cluster possibility, P, K, T. P, K, T. These are unvoiced sounds, and you will notice that they have different places where they land. So P stimulates the lips, K, back of the teeth, T, soft palate. So it's also doing some activation in some different energy points, while we could use it to interact with our bones. Other possibility, B, G, D, B, G, D. These are voiced sounds, meaning that our vocal folds produce vibration and tone when we're doing them, opposite of P, K, T, B, G, D. You can hear that. And also they have that same placement, B at the lips, G, back of the teeth, D, soft palate. So there's a rhyme and reason for all that, but we won't go into it right in this video. I'm just offering up these two possibilities. I will use p, k, t, and do a small demo of what Bodyspeak can look like when you're just trying to explore playfully. Think of when you're a child and there's absolutely no shame about making any kind of sound, no fear of judgment, no limits. You get to play. This is an improvisation space. So I would start just thinking of my consonant cluster and the system that I want to explore. In this case, I chose to work with the bones. Bones are resonators. They transmit sound incredibly well. So they're a perfect place to begin an exploration. So I might hone in on different parts of bone structure. Maybe there's a part of my body or a particular bone that calls to me. Otherwise, I just take a soft, general touch. And then I start to invite with sound. What do I hear from my bones? Okay, I will pause there because I can dive into this and go deep, but I just wanted to give you a little taste of what this can look and feel like. It's very free, it's very liberating, and it's so fun. So if you would like to explore, my suggestion, PTK, BDG, those instructions will be in the description box for you as well. And actually one of the free voice warm-ups that I offer through my website, through my newsletter, is created to support a practice like this. So if you wanted to check that out, you can sign up to my newsletter. Those are free, you get access to those. And if you wanted something guided that can support you through a process like this, I believe it's the meditation called Alive Presence. So that's there for you. Thanks for listening to Bodyspeak. And this is a big topic, so I'll be back with more Bodyspeak possibilities and practices.